Hello, Hope family. Hey, I've got a couple things I want to bring your way today. I hope this is my last take. I've taken like 10 or 15 takes already. All kinds of little distractions. One, my office, the light above was flickering and it looked like a spooky house for a moment in there. Then I had my dog barking. He's in the office. He's running around the building right now. And then I had someone come to the door. Another time I had a booger coming out of the nose, and it was kind of it was a great take too. But then when I replayed it, there was this booger just kept like, hello there, and just kept coming out. And then I couldn't read something. I was trying to read something in the Bible and I couldn't read it. So I'm hoping this is the last one. So all that to say is this: join a small group. Small groups are opening up. Some have already been going for a while, but join a small group. It's so important for our growth. It's so important for our maturity as Christians. A lot of times, man, we think we're growing because we go to church, and I want to tell you this, man, we don't grow unless we're in community with others. And if you've been going to church for a long time, and you know the Bible really well, please join a small group and bring that knowledge and wisdom and experience and stories with Jesus to other people, because, man, there's a lot of people that don't know Jesus well, or maybe they're just new in the faith, and they could totally use your wisdom and understanding and all that, and your prayer. It's so important. I believe that through groups, I mean, the Bible shows us that community is so important for our growth. The Bible shows us that community, coming together and wrestling with our faith together, shows, man, people growing immensely. Miracles were on display. God's power is on display when there's unity. And so I really want to challenge you guys, be a part of a group. And you may be thinking, well, no, that's not my thing, or that was something I used to do a long time ago, or no, I really don't want to because I don't know anybody, and I don't want to be uncomfortable. If you're thinking any of these things, I want you to understand this: Christians are not consumers. We're not supposed to be entertained. This isn't for our entertainment. God is calling us to follow him and pursue him, and part of that is being uncomfortable so we can lean on him and depend on him and walk with him, and do that along with others. So if you're feeling like, no, this is not for me, or those people are not like me, I'm not like them, cool. Guess what? God does not want to create a homogenized group of people. He doesn't want everybody to look the same, think the same, talk the same, any of those things. He wants his church, his heaven is dynamic, and he wants his church to resemble that. And so I want to challenge you guys. Actually, I'm calling you guys out. Like, we all need to be in community. And you're going to be uncomfortable if you're going to be a part of Hope Tri-Cities if you're not engaging in this way, to be wrestling in your faith with others, to be growing your faith with others, to be sharing your faith with others, to have that kind of lifestyle. That's what the Bible calls us to. That's what God calls us to. That's what we're pushing forward to as people of Hope Tri-Cities. The other thing that I wanted to just bring your way, this is my own thing, my independent kind of a thing that I've been working on. I've been just recently, Lent happened. Yesterday was Ash Wednesday, right? You see people walking around with little crosses. They're Catholic people, and they're observing Lent season, which is 40 days prior to Easter. And it just really got me thinking. I know that's a tradition that people have held for hundreds and hundreds of years, but it really is, sometimes those traditions help us look forward. Sometimes we don't want to be bound by tradition and ritual. We want to use the traditions to help us move forward in our faith. And some cool things that when we observe some of these traditions, they really help us to look at God in a way, help us to look at us in a way that allows us to reflect on what Jesus did on the cross. So important. So important for us to continually receive the gospel in different ways every day. One of the prophecies that I love in Joel is part of God's heart for us. He longs to meet us in places of our darkness, in places of great failure, in places where we think, man, I have no way through because I screwed up or messed up. And I love what Joel says. This is prophetic words from Joel about God. He says this: even now, declares the Lord, return to me with all your heart, with fasting and weeping and mourning. Rend your heart and not your garments. Return to the Lord your God, for he is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in love, and he relents from sending calamity. What is he saying? He's saying, I want to be close to you, no matter where you've been, no matter what you've done, no matter what you think, man, I want to be close to you. Come to me. And so part of this Lent season is contemplation and thinking about the goodness of who God is and how much he loves us and cares for us. And I want to invite you guys, If you're interested in joining me with this, I know you're probably reading the Bible through the year, but if you're interested in joining me with this, send me an email at a.esquivel@htc.church. And I'll just email you things here and there as we walk out this little Lent season together. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well. Take care.